Well, folks, got my work all finished, so I'm heading up to Uncle Russ's. Gonna do some more sluicing on that big sluice in his garage, and on the way I'm gonna hit a couple cricks, and I'll let you know if I find anything in them. See you in a few. Well, folks, here's my first stop. There's a little creek on the way to Uncle Russ's. Just check it out, see if there's any cobbles in here. These aren't the cobbles I'm looking for right here. This is a new bridge built recently, so all these rocks in here are planted. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any old glacier cobbles, unless there's some on the other side of that bridge. Yeah, I'm not seeing many big rocks, natural ones. I don't see any posted signs, so this may be state land as well. Looks like this isn't just a natural riverbed here. Yeah, I guess I could come up here and maybe run a couple of pans. Get down in some of that clay here. This is an outside corner. Looks like there's an inside bend over there. Looks like the bugs are biting already. Actually, this area might be good. Looks like the river's bed's there, but got the inside bend, but it looks like it's pretty mucky in there. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the cobbles I'd like to see. I don't know. I guess I could, just for kicks and giggles, run a pan of that. I'm gonna go back to the car and get my pan. I can tell you one thing, folks. The skeeters are biting today. Just using a quarter mesh on this. Like a lot of blonde sand in here. Woo, skeeters are getting me good. I can tell you, I'm just gonna probably run just one test. Getting my ass chewed up by the skeeters. I just took a couple shovels full out from underneath that log right there. So see if I can see any black sands. Let's see if I can see any black sand in here. There's some black sand in it, all right. Some black sand up there. I forgot my glass and a magnifier, of course. Nothing's jumping out at me. I think I'll dump this pan in the bucket, take a closer look at it, back at the shop. Well, folks, that was crick stop number 1. We're going to keep rolling here. On to the next one. Do a test pan and that if we can handle those bugs and the skeeters and the black flies. Well, here's another little creek that feeds the one I was just at. Let me walk back in here a bit. Again, I don't see any posted signs here. I believe this is state land. Let me just see any cobbles in here. That's not looking too great for cobbles. But you never know, right? Maybe I should pull a pan off that inside bend. And look, there's an artifact over there. You can see it. Looks like a beer can artifact. Alright, well, I'm just going to grab a pan right in there. See what's in it. Okay, I'm just using that quarter mesh again. I think I'm going to get right on this corner. Try to get down in here a little ways. There. And over here we're got a little bit more flow. Got another nice day. Actually landed on a weekend usually. It's nice all week while you're working. And then it rains on the weekend. Some black sand in that as well. So, I guess just because there's no cobbles doesn't mean there's not old black sand in it. Nothing's standing out at me, but I think I'll dump that in the bucket and move on to the next creek and get the heck out of these skeeters. Look at my legs, they're all bleeding. Well folks, I was on my way to Uncle Russ's and I remember this old gravel pit. And it could still be active. I'm just gonna check it out here and see what we got going in this pile of dirt back here. Maybe there's something in it. Or maybe I'll just grab a shovelful and pan it out when I get back to the ranch. Well, I wonder if I ought to hike down there along that bank and grab a scoop of that. There is a little water down there. I could pan it. It looks like over there as well there's a bank and some water down in there. Let me drive down. I can drive down in there over there. Maybe I'll do that and see what's in it. Yeah, this looks like the perfect spot. I've got water. There's a bed of clay there below that. Looks like this is all clay here at the bottom. I'm gonna carve into that bank a little bit and run a couple pans. Dead deer carcass over there. That's real nice. It's water. I better make sure I don't drink it. No nuggets I can see. Shoot, you could come down here and camp on a weekend. There's no one around. Off the main road. Maybe we'll do that if we find some gold. Oh yeah. Still got one more creek to check. Okay, let's see if there's anything visible in this. Sometimes I pan in with the light flaky material. You think it's going to settle up here, but I've caught a few pieces floating. So I always try to keep an eye on this line as I'm bringing it back. I see a bunch more black sand in there. Do we have any colorage? And the answer is no. All right, folks, I'm gonna mosey on to the next creek. This is an old creek. This side is posted, but we used to come here when I was little. My dad would bring us, and we used to catch some brook trout out of here, believe it or not. Just a little creek down in the middle of this valley. Oh yeah, see those old rocks? Look at that. I bet you if I could dig around that one. I know the owner of this property, so I might see if I can get permission to come back. If we could flip that thing over, dig underneath that, oh yeah. Bound to be some under there. But yeah, see there's a bunch of cobbles in here. These ones are from probably, when they put this culvert in, but you can see the old ones in the water there. Look at that big old boulder. Yeah, I think Uncle Russ and I are going to have to come back to this spot. Actually, I might get down in there and maybe run a pan from right in there. I can reach under there under that fence with my shovel. I know both the people that own both sides of this road, so close friends of ours, they wouldn't have a problem with me doing that. Plus, I'm not going to go on their land. I'm just going to dig right in that corner. I'll be right back. Oh. No wonder I couldn't pull my shovel out. There's a piece of barbed wire down there. I'm like, what am I getting caught on? Some nice cobble right there. I just don't think I should get in there across the fence without at least telling them I'm down here so I don't hear a 308 ring out. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah, let's see if I can check this out. Any nugs? Piece of glass. Skeeters are a little bad here. Let's stratify this. Clean out some of that mud. And pull it back and see what we got. Alright, let's see if we got anything. Let's see what we've got here. See all those flies? Those are black flies biting me. They're hungry. Oh yeah, some black sand. Shoot, I think I left my glasses in the truck, of course. I think I'm just gonna, this is my last pan, pull this back, take it home with me because as you can see, those bugs are swarming me. I'm gonna take a little closer look at it back at the shop, or maybe at Uncle Russ's. First glance, not really seeing any colors. I don't have my glasses on though. And some black sand, that's a good sign. I think we'll come back, maybe get some permissions, go back in there. I see some big old rocks back in there as well. Oh yeah. All right, folks, I'll catch you in a few.